it's Star the Flippin' Hippo. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel at Flippin' Hippos. Today is November 12th. Today we are honoring all of our veterans that have served our country in the military. I would like to take just one moment to say thank you for your service, not only to our veterans, but to our men and women serving us today. Thank you. I appreciate you. And then I just wanted to take another second to mention that we lost a superhero today. Stan Lee died. And we're pretty sad around here because we're big nerds and Marvel fans. So just take a moment today to think about him and everything he's done for pop culture through his comic books and his movies. He will be greatly missed. Today is Monday, which means it is time for What Sold on eBay. You guys, I don't know what's going on. Sales are just okay. They're not dismal, they're not bad, but they definitely are not Q4. Things are just okay. We're trudging along. I think I said this a couple weeks ago, but I'm going to say it again. While our overall volume is down, our average sale price is definitely up. We are selling a lot more items that are selling for higher prices, but the volume is down. So I guess it's an even trade-off, but the whole point of us raising our average sale price and sourcing better items was to keep up the volume at the same time so that you're making more money overall. I have to say that we did, you guys all know we went on vacation. We had our store on vacation mode. We had 5-day handling time. And then we had Dave and Bill from Gnome and the Frog last weekend. So we might have been slacking a little bit. Our listings were down below 1,800 over the weekend. So we're going to take some responsibility for the low sales or the low volume. And we're going to be cranking it out this week and moving forward until we get back over 2,000 listings. That is our goal. We're going to try to list 100 things a piece each week just to try to get back over 2,000. I'd like to get to 2,400. That would be my goal. It seemed like once you get to 2,400, the 0.5% sell-through rate is pretty steady, at least for us it was. From what I remember, when we had like 2,600, we were usually right at 0.5% sell-through rate, or even a little bit above, even during slow times. And this is Q4, so we got to take some responsibility because we did go on vacation and we did let our listings drop. But I know, from what I understand, from what I'm hearing from other people, it's not just us. Sales are not what they should be. But I'll just take the higher priced items for now. If the volume has to be low, at least we're selling items that are worth more money. It could be worse, So I'll be grateful for the sales that we get. So last Monday, you can see here with Henry, the hippo, and his packages. Last weekend, we had 19 packages total. 17 sales on eBay and 2 on Poshmark. That's not a good weekend for us. It's just really not. But it was okay. Again, our listing number was down. So we were down about like 10 from where we should have been. It just is what it is. And then on Tuesday, we had 9 packages go out, which is about the 0.5% sell-through rate for us. This is why we decided we need to get our listings back up. If 9 packages is our sell-through rate, that's not where I want to be. I want like 12 to 15. So we got to get those up. And that's what we're working on. But you can see here with Henry and his new little cooking hippo friend, we did hit our 0.5% sell-through rate last Tuesday, but it took being on Posh to reach it. We only had 7 eBay sales and we got 2 on Posh. So definitely cross-posting helps pick up the slack when eBay is slower. So I would suggest if you guys haven't cross-posted yet, you should be cross-posting. And then on Wednesday, we only had 6 sales, 5 on eBay and 1 on Posh. On Thursday, we had 7, 5 eBay and 2 Posh. Here you guys can see the consistency, the pattern here that Poshmark does kind of pick up the slack and help us reach our goals, our 0.5% sell-through rate, or at least get closer to it. Friday was pretty gross. Friday, we only had 5 go out. One of those was Poshmark, 4 were eBay. That was gross. We did not do shipping today, and I hope that you didn't do shipping today because the post offices are closed for Veterans Day, so I hope that none of you went there with your packages. because they're not there. But at 2 o'clock, I took note of how many sales we had. We do same day shipping, cut off at 2 p.m. each day. So from Friday at 2 p.m. until today, we had a total of 23 sales. Still not that great, but I'll take it. 19 of those sales were on eBay, 3 were on Posh, and 1 was on Amazon. So again, cross-posting is something everyone should be doing. You can see, at least for us, it does help fill in the holes or fill in the blanks or whatever. It pushes our sales up. So yeah, 23 is not that great, but we'll take it, and we'll just keep building our listings back up, and hopefully list equates sales. Everyone says it does. I don't see why it wouldn't. If you're listing constantly, you have more activity. Cassini likes that, and the more items you have, it's like a bigger net. You're casting a bigger net to catch more fish. So we had 24 today. Now I have pulled aside, like I always do, some of the items that sold this last week to show you. Some of these are really exciting. Some of these are just bread and butter. Some of them are bolos for you guys to be looking out for when you're outsourcing. If you hear rustling behind me, Keith is busy taking photos. I told him to keep his rustling to a minimum, but those poly bags are noisy. All right, these PJ Mark denim jeans are just a run-of-the-mill brand that we found for 99 cents. They're a larger size, they're a 40-inch waist, and they're these urban style jeans that are kind of popular right now. So I figured for the size that they were and the style that they were, I would pay 99 cents for them, and I got a best offer of 20, which I accepted. This brand, like I said, is not that great, but if you find really larger size men's jeans like this with the baggy, like urban style, and you can pick them up for $1 or like $1.50, I would say go ahead and get them, because you can get 20 or 25 for them. These are Urban Pipeline jeans. They were new with tags. This is a bread and butter brand for us. I pick up Urban Pipeline all the time, only because I get it for 99 cents. I do better with the men's pants and the men's like shorts in the summertime with this brand. I wouldn't pay more than 99 cents for it, but I do pay, I do buy them when I can get them for 99 cents. And these sold for the $25.31 on our 25% off sale on the weekend. And here we have some American Eagle corduroy pants. I do really well with corduroy pants. I do flip a lot of Gap, American Eagle, and Old Navy. I pick them up for 99 cents, and I list them for like 20 to 25, and they do pretty well. They go pretty fast. All sizes, all colors. I just think that corduroy is popular again. So yeah, I paid 99 cents for these, and they sold for 25. These are BKE men's Seth jeans. Now the BKE jeans, men's, I always start at $50, and I almost always take a best offer of 40 to 45. But I do start at 50, knowing that I'm going to take a best offer of like $40 or $45. But I don't want to start at 40 or 45, because then I feel like I'm going to take a best offer even lower, and I know I can get 40 to 45 for these jeans. That is specifically for the BKE buckle men's jeans that have names. There's Seth, there's Derek, there's a couple others. The women's BKE jeans anymore, I'm usually start at like $25, and I'm lucky if I get 20. Those are definitely not as valuable as they once were, but for whatever reason, the men's jeans have held their value even on eBay, and you can get more money for them. So whenever I find the men's BKE buckle jeans that have the name, the guy's name on them, especially this size, like a 36 that's bigger, I always pick them up. And like I said, I start at 50, and I took a best offer of 40 on these, which is pretty normal, and I was happy to have. I did pay $6.99 for these. This Mickey Mouse Yahtzee game I picked up at a yard sale for $1. It was a risk. I was willing to risk $1 to get it home and see if it had all of its pieces. This did have all of its pieces when I got it home, which was exciting, but you can see that there's like some cosmetic damage to the dice and the tiles, which I disclosed in the listing. And I asked for $20, and I did get $20 for it, plus they paid shipping. So this is definitely a bolo for you guys. If you see these like older Disney themed games at yard sales for like $1 or $2, go ahead and pick them up, even if they look damaged. If you get them home and they have all their parts, that's wonderful. If they don't, you're only out $1 or $2. But they paid $20 plus shipping for this, so that was definitely a very good risk that I took. This is an Inuyasha plush. He was in one of my haul videos. He was $2.99 at the Goodwill, and I started him at $25, and I got the full $25 for him. Now, he had some interest in him and some best offers. He had a lot of low balls. I had like a $10, like I think there was like even an $8, if I remember correctly, on him. I just held my ground. I wouldn't go below 20 when I countered, and eventually he sold for the full asking price. Tigger here came from a yard sale. Longtime viewers will remember the huge Tigger buyout I did. I bought a woman's entire Tigger collection, and each one came out to like 77 cents, if I remember correctly, based on how many I got from her and what I paid. And I got the full 18 I was asking for him. He's wearing a little ugly Christmas sweater, so he is seasonal, and that is probably why he sold. Okay, you guys, this is my best plushie flip of the week, of the month, possibly of the quarter. This is Ka. He is the snake from Jungle Book. He is an authentic Disney theme parks plushie. And when you put batteries in him and push on his tail, his tongue moves. He is super cool. He is huge. When he's fully stretched out, he is 5 feet long. He is 1 inch shorter than me. This snake is 1 inch shorter than I am. He's really cool. I did say on Instagram when I posted his photo when he sold that I can't remember where he came from or what I paid for him. I've been racking my brain all day, and I do believe he came from a yard sale and he was $1. And I did accept the best offer, or actually I countered. They offered $46 because they wanted free shipping. I countered with $50 and said that was the best I could do with them paying shipping, and they took it. So he went for $50, plus they paid $10.15 in shipping. I don't know why this says $7.90. For some reason, it always defaults to like $7.90 on the shipping. I think it's calculating from us to us on here and the app on the phone. But they actually paid $10.15 in shipping, plus $50 for the snake. And I still can't get over how awesome of a flip this was. And then we sold 2 more of the phones from the auction. Those of you that are new to the channel or haven't heard yet, Keith bought about a dozen phones for a couple $100 from an auction, all in varying degrees of damaged. Some were like this, where they were fully cracked. Look at this. Woo! And some of them had like hardly any cosmetic damage at all and were fully working. They were all supposed to be like this. But when we got it, some of them were in really great shape and worked, which was a nice surprise. But as you can see, even one like this sells for $50. I think we took a best offer of $45 on this one. But yeah, they've already paid for themselves, and we are just making pure profit on the ones that remain that are still selling. This one sold for $95. So yeah, that's a good bowler for you guys. Even damaged, broken electronics and phones and tablets and things like that, you can sell for parts or repair and make a good profit. Just make sure that you put them in the category for parts and repair. eBay has an actual category, parts and repair, and the only way you can protect yourself against them sending them back or trying to return them, I don't know, as described or whatever, is if they're in that category. So make sure they're in the for parts or repair category, and make sure you have no returns on them on your actual listing, and disclose, you know, that they're broken and damaged and they are for parts and repair, and you'll protect yourself against returns. This is an Apple, and I don't know if any of you have tuned in last night to my live show or watched Casey the Rockstar Flippers video recently, but Apple has forced Amazon to pretty much gate any Apple products on their platform. You now have to have written permission from Apple to sell any of their products on Amazon. We don't know if this is going to be a movement that comes over to the eBay platform and even possibly Facebook Marketplace. But if Apple is kind of like cracking down on other people selling their older products, it might. So let's hope that all the remaining Apple products we have sell before that happens, if it happens. And that's just like a heads up for any of you that do sell electronics. But yeah, those are the highlights from our week. As you can see, we had some really nice flips this week, some really great return on our investments, and of course our bread and butter moving along as it always does. Let me know in the comments how your sales are going for you guys, and if you had any really super awesome flips you were super excited about, like my snake hair, and how things are going for you guys. Do me a favor before you leave, if you would, smash that like button. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin' Hippos. Until next time, you guys have a good night.